Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sunshine Archive. I am Robbie. I'm still sick and I'm still buying books. I have purchased a total of I think 6 books this year, which is incredible for me. I used to be the kind of person who would buy like 100 books a year, and that's not me exaggerating. I've really cut down on impulsive spending, which is amazing for me and my dopamine seeking ADHD brain. But these were from Half Price Books. I had to go back for this one since the last book haul, the one where I talked about Fernando Pessoa. That day I saw this book and I thought, oh my gosh, I really want this, because then I could do what I did or what I'm doing with Sylvia Plath and read the Diaries of Edna St. Vincent Millay chronologically with her poems and read what she's thinking and living through alongside what she is creating. To my surprise, it was still there. I also went in to buy an oracle deck and it was not there. Sad tears. I did find it online. Well, my spouse found it for me online. It's called, I think, like the Fuzzy Oracle or something like that. But it's like sold out. You have to get it secondhand. And I'm like, no, I feel crushed. But at least the poetry book was still there. Edna St. Vincent Millay, bisexual poet, we stand. It's so cute. It's so perfect. Look, an author photograph. I love an author photograph so much. Look how sexy. And the font is just like so easy to read, nice and big, floppy book. And then the other one is the Diary of Anaïs Nin. I've always wanted to read the Diaries of Anaïs Nin. I actually own an early diary. Hold on, let me go get it. Here, I have her early diary volume 2, but these are like the most or more well-known ones. So I want to read these first and then read the earlier ones. Plus this is volume 2 and I would need like volume 1 first to dive into the earlier ones. But I want to get my way through like the ones that are most recently published and well known. Like I'm pretty sure the early ones are even out of print. Like I don't know if you can purchase these or not, but I want to start here. And my spouse found this for me and I was like, oh my God, I've always wanted to read this. Like it's been on my wish list for years and years and years and years. It's a raggedy old copy, but I'm excited. So more poetry, more diaries. Let's do what we did last time and we'll do a little bit of Bibliomancy. We'll do a random Commonplace and then we'll be done with this book haul. I also, what else have I purchased since the last time? I got a sharpener and a lead pencil because I only have this sharpener. Whoa. And I just wanted a sharpener that had a little container so I can take it around with me and sharpen my black wings. It's kind of cheapy deepy, but it does work. It closes when it's on 0 and then you could like flip it. Whoa, it's really cheap, guys. I feel like I'm gonna break it. The last sharpener I had, I broke. It was a Cum sharpener, K-U-M, and I broke it after like a year of having it. I'm look, there's already things coming out. I'm not gentle with my things, and so they often break. It's just hard for me. Like I bump into walls. It's hard for me to be gentle. Anyways, so you switch the dial and it changes the angle, and then depending on the angle of the box, it changes the way that it's sharpened. So let's see, let's do number 5. See how that sharpens. It's a nice and long. When it's 1, it kind of stays short and stubby. Nice, beautiful, pointy, delicious. So I got a sharpener. This is the last time you saw me. This is the Tagal sharpener. And I got a lead pencil because I'm an idiot and I thought, whoa, see, it's hard to be gentle. I had my Sanrio Kuratoga. I'm a Hello Kitty person through and through. Like my first backpack ever was a Hello Kitty backpack at the age of 5. The Hello Kitty store was my favorite store ever. I've always been obsessed with Hello Kitty, and now that I have adult money, I can actually have Hello Kitty stationery, which I couldn't as a kid because it was so expensive. This is 0.5 lead, and I thought it was 0.7, so I ran out of lead in it and I filled it with 0.7 and then it wasn't going through, and I'm like, it's broken, I need a new lead pencil. So I got this one from the grocery store. It's a Pentel Quick Click. It has the eraser and it clicks, and that's what I've been using in my weeks. But it turns out all I needed was 0.5 lead, so we saved my lead pencil. I just need to buy lead. So I got a sharpener and a lead pencil since the last time that you saw me. Yes, I use the 2023 weeks because this is a nice old delicious paper and I never finished using it up. So this is what I use for work and note taking and planning, etc. Okay. Side rant and talk over. Let's go ahead and do some bibliomancy. What do you have to tell us, Anaïs Nin, Volume 1? The merry-go-round turned and sang, and I imagined myself embarking on a dancing career with Mirals, dancing, which was so much like flying, from city to city, receiving bouquets, praise in newspapers, with joyous music at the center, always. Pleasure as colorful as the Spanish dresses, all red, orange, black, and gold, gold and purple, and red and white. I think I have an index card on colors. The only thing I have in colors is from Patti Smith's M Train. Streets are empty, a few cars, red, blue, and a yellow taxi. Primary colors saturated by the last of the cold filtered light. So I think I'm gonna do the line about pleasure being like color. I love the way that we can use inanimate objects or like the concept of things like color or texture in order to describe feeling and emotion, because feelings are so indescribable and so difficult to capture with the English language specifically. I feel like with Spanish we can capture a little bit more, and I just love the use of like pleasure. Like, how do you describe pleasure? Black, gold, red, orange. Like, that's pleasure, and I love that. That part of the quote really stood out to me. So we'll put it down in colors. That'll be colors number 2. Colors number 2, the Diaries of Anaïs Nin, Volume 1, page 263. Pleasure as colorful as the Spanish dresses. All red, orange, black, and gold. I also think it's interesting that the quote was about dancing, because dance is my I have a lot of dreams that I've had to grieve, and dance is definitely one of them. It's a passion that I had ever since I watched my first ballet performance as a kid. I also remember like really wanting to do cheerleading, like performance, like physical performance just looked so beautiful to me, and it's not something I could ever afford as a child, because I grew up really, really low middle class, like really low income kind of paycheck to paycheck situation. And I could not join sports or clubs or be in any sort of after school activity like dance. And I remember crying about it a lot until I was finally able to take dance as an elective at school. So I took dance as an elective from the 6th grade till I think the 10th grade. And then I even took I paid for an elective dance class my undergraduate year at college. I took dance for 2 semesters, and then as an adult I joined 2 separate adult ballet classes, but I never got as good as I wanted to. My body, I'm very tall, I'm very chronically ill, I have POTS, I have asthma, I have chronic pain. It's one of those things where I am actually physically incapable now to do dance at the state of life that I am in with the way that my body is, and I was not able to fulfill that dream ever. And it's so beautiful. I still watch so much ballet content. I still cry if I watch dance performances. So You Think You Can Dance was like the only like live, what is that called, reality TV, I don't know, performance show I ever watched. And so things about dance always stand out to me too. And it's always like a little reminder, like a little sad reminder of, I literally can't dance. Like even if I jump around in my living room, like I'll be out of breath and dizzy and I'll lose my vision. You know, it's literally not something that I can do, even though now I have enough money to be able to do it. My body doesn't let me do it. And it's just something I've had to grieve literally my whole life, is the dream to dance. And it sucks, and it always shows up, but it's okay. Like a part of me is always like, I'll never wear a pair of point shoes. And that makes me so sad because they're so beautiful. I love dance so much. Yeah. Anyways, let's do Bibliomancy with the poems of Edna St. Vincent Millay. I can't with this font. Ugh, I love old books so much. When was this published? It's giving like 1960s. This paper is nice. 1956. Okay, let's see, Miss Edna St. Vincent Millay. Whereby I know my loss. Was I just not talking about loss and grief? And then Evening on Lesbos, like Sappho, baby, Sappho, queer, let's go. Twice having seen your shingled heads adorable side by side. The onyx and the gold, there it is again, colors. I know that I have had what I could not hold. Twice have I entered the room, not knowing she was here. Two agate eyes, two eyes of malachite. Twice have been turned upon me, hard and bright, whereby I know my lost. Oh, not restorable sweet incense, mounting in the windless night. Ooh, sexy. We have colors, we have grief. Hold, I know that I have had what I could not hold. I love that, and I'm gonna add that to colors as well, and I love that it rhymes. Side by side, the onyx and the gold. I know that I have had what I could not hold. That will be colors 3. Evening on Lesbos by Edna St. Vincent Millay. And that was that. That was my most recent book haul slash itty bitty stationery haul. The Diaries of Anaïs Nin, Volume 1, collected poems of Edna St. Vincent Millay, a Tagal, sharpener, and a Pentel. I forgot what these are called. Oh my god, mechanical pencil. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sticking around, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.